Caitlin Clark said, "No layups in my house," and sent Angel Reese flying like it was a Southwest commercial. That flop had Academy Award winner written all over it. But the refs really looked at that and said, "Yep, that's definitely murder," and gave Caitlin a flagrant like she pulled a knife out mid-play. And Angel tried to run up on her and said, "You're crazy as fuck, what the fuck are you doing?" And Caitlin's all like, "This is just basketball. It's either a layup or free throws. Pick one."
It's just a good take foul, you know? If either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
And just like that, Caitlin Clark dropped a triple-double, won by 35.
Angel Reese got benched on live TV. And no, this wasn't your typical give the starter a breather move. This was the kind of benching that makes fans do a double take and wonder what the coach was thinking. But Angel, she didn't sulk. She flipped the script. Her response was pure savage, so sharp, reporters were left speechless, fans were wide-eyed, and even the Gatorade bottles looked a little shaken. It wasn't just a clapback, it was a glitter-drenched mic drop with attitude. And what she did next? Buckle up, because it was legendary.
Caitlin Clark and Indiana People's Curly putting the beat on the Chicago sky. I'm telling you right now, Angel Reese is furious because she wants to make it her business to beat Caitlin Clark this year, and I'm telling you right now,
Angel Reese got benched on live television. And no, this wasn't just a routine rotation change or a tactical timeout. This was the basketball version of being sent to the corner with a think about what you've done glare. But don't get it twisted. This wasn't your average sideline shakeup. It was a full-blown spectacle, unfolding with the kind of drama and perfectly timed chaos you only get when the sports gods are kicked back, sipping tea and treating ESPN like it's the Real Housewives of the NCAA.
Well, I told you guys there would be a follow-up video on the nuclear fallout. That's exactly what it's been. Over the take foul, as Caitlin Clark is calling it, and that's a great way to say it. It was a take foul. She was trying to prevent a wide-open layup, although one could argue that she might have missed it anyway. On Angel Reese, and then Angel Reese went absolutely, utterly berserk.
So what triggered the fall of Queen Ree? Oh, just a little thing called absolute rage unleashed like a Marvel villain without a script. Because Caitlin Clark, yes, the same Caitlin Clark whose three-point range could stretch from Iowa to Saturn, committed a foul. Not a tech, not a flagrant, just your everyday, run-of-the-mill, whistle-blowing moment. You know, the kind that happens 16 times a quarter when everyone's ankles are on fire and elbows are flying like they're in a blend.
And Caitlin Clark out here busting that flat out, bro. Triple dub. I don't want to hear none of that stat pattern stuff, bro. She had a triple double, and that's just the facts, man. That's just the facts. So I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, she fouled her hard, bro. It was a malicious play." Man, that wasn't no malicious play. This is a malicious play. Check it out. What y'all gonna say?
But Angel Reese? Oh no, she didn't just react. She ignited. If the arena had a smoke alarm, they'd have evacuated by halftime. Let's be real. This wasn't your typical competitive fire. This wasn't elite athletes sharpening each other with mutual respect. This wasn't playful banter. This was raw, unapologetic animosity, served hot with a sprinkle of, "I hope your laces snap mid-fast break." The glare Angel shot at Caitlin could have melted reinforced steel, and the vibe she brought, it made Godzilla vs. Kong look like a polite brunch with Mr. Rogers.
Caitlin Clark, foul. Here's the reason why I'm going for a layup. People are making a big deal out of this, and me, I'm looking at it like it was just a hard foul. I don't even think it was flagrant. The only thing that was flagrant was Angel Reese's response. Right? How she responded. And obviously, you can see there's still a little hate out there. But I'm going to say this. WNBA, lean in on this. Lean in on this.
But here's the real twist. Reese didn't just glare from across the court and keep it moving. Nope. She locked in and marched straight toward Caitlin like she was entering Survivor, Hardwood Heat Edition. Her body language didn't whisper. It screamed, "I've got time, energy, and receipts." If looks could speak, hers was a full-blown monologue. And courtside, you could practically hear the commentators drop their popcorn mid-sentence, trying to decide if they were still watching a game or the pilot of a new sports drama.
Walk me through your perspective on the flagrant foul. What was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, you know. If either Angel gets wide open 2 points, or we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It was just a take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
And Caitlin? Let's just say she had that stunned, deer-in-headlights look, like someone who just got blindsided at a spelling bee and isn't quite sure what letter hit her. Because really, Caitlin hadn't done much, unless simply existing now counts as a personal offense. Sure, she committed a foul, but Angel reacted like Caitlin had dissed her jump shot, dragged her playlist, and talked bad about her grandma, all in one breath. Then came the benching. And not just any benching, the kind where the coach won't. Even look at you like, nope, I'm not touching that. Go sit. The crowd instantly shifted from fired up to freaked out in under 5 seconds. And Angel, she didn't yell, didn't flinch. She sat down with that quiet, smoldering rage you only see in people told they can't bring their own snacks into the movie theater. That's when the real chaos started, because if you blinked, you missed the Twitter meltdown. Fans weren't just upset. They were launching full-scale digital warfare. Angel's supporters were torn between, "She's just passionate," and "Did we just witness a courtside WWE audition?" Meanwhile, Caitlin's fans were dropping memes at lightning speed, faster than Angel got sent to the bench. Suddenly, the timeline looked less like a basketball recap and more like a crossover episode of First Take meets Maury. And nobody knew who was bringing the popcorn next.
Sugarcoating this. This is pure hate. Pure hatred for that white girl in India. Excuse me. I need to specify. Sorry. The one that wears 22 in Indiana.
And Angel's response? Buckle up, because she didn't flinch. She doubled down. No apologies, no soft pedaling. With the force of a freight train and all the delicacy of a jackhammer, Angel made it crystal clear. This wasn't just some heated moment. It was personal. She came for Caitlin like the season had her name on it. You could practically hear the dartboard in her room thudding every time she practiced her aim. This wasn't rivalry. It was a vendetta served cold, with a side of scorched earth. Her posture screamed defiance, her glare spoke volumes, and every motion was charged with hurricane-level emotion. This wasn't your usual fire-in-the-eyes competitive edge. This was war paint and battle drums. If looks counted as fouls, Caitlin would have fouled out during warm-ups, technical and all. And as for consequences? Oh, the NCAA was watching. You know they were watching. They like to preach sportsmanship and grace, but somewhere in Indianapolis, a bunch of khaki-clad officials were hitting replay like it was the Succession finale. Because you don't just go full verbal flamethrower on national TV, try to emotionally disassemble your opponent in real time and walk away with a sports drink and a smile. This isn't the 90s. NBA Re is now NCAA Re, and the heat is blistering. Somewhere, a committee is being assembled, clutching pearls and PR handbooks, scrambling to figure out how to discipline a superstar without tanking her coach? He looked like a man suddenly realizing that coaching Angel Reese might require a PhD in conflict resolution and a minor in toddler diplomacy. The post-game press conference had the energy of someone trying to explain their browser. History during a surprise intervention. 4 forced smiles, 2 deep sighs, and the classic go-to. We'll handle it internally. Translation? I have no idea what she's going to do next, and I'm praying the league suspends her, so I don't have to. Meanwhile, the fans were spiraling into a full-on identity.